Good day, good day, good day, everyone. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. And if you don't know, we are live today. We are back. We had our meditation with the moon last night, so that's why there was no 10:30 a.m. sip yesterday. So we're going to get into all of that in a moment. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Rev Melissa, and my passion is to support people in transforming their lives. I am here to support you. So my mission is to give inspiration through spiritual life coaching. I am a spiritual life coach, preaching and teaching that ignites the divine spark within you to live life in joy, connected to your yes. So if you need support, if you've been looking for a spiritual life coach, you can reach out to me at I am Rev Melissa. Send me a direct message on Facebook or Instagram, and we will set up some time to talk. And speaking of spiritual life coaching, I am doing my very first group coaching, group spiritual life coaching. So, group coaching is happening for the first time. I've always done one-to-one spiritual life coaching, which is probably the thing that I love the most in my ministry of joy. And so I am expanding it to group coaching. Thank you to Fee King for pushing me because she's been asking me to do this for a little bit now. And so I finally said yes after we completed our 30-day mental diet class last month. So it's starting April 2nd, which is next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's only 8 people in the group. I only have 2 slots left. 2 slots left. So if you're on the fence, if you're waiting, let me wait and see. I'm telling you right now, stop doing that. Say yes. Say yes, and we're going to do this together. So I'm very excited. If you have any questions, if you want to sign up, just send me a DM at I am Rev Melissa on Facebook or Instagram, and I will add you to the list. It won't be more than 8 people. If I get overage, then I might do a second group, right? So it's Tuesdays for 12 weeks. It's $35 a week. And let me tell you right now, it will never be that price again. So this is an introductory price. And after this first cohort, it'll probably double. I'm just letting you know, it's probably going to double in the price. So get this introductory price right now of $35 a week. Spiritual life coaching, group coaching with Rev Melissa. It is going to be fantastic. So, good day, everyone. Good day, Shay. It's good to see you. Good day, Linda from the mountains of Colorado. I hope everyone is doing well. Good day to everyone on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and those of you who watch the replay later on. I so appreciate you. So, last night, as I mentioned, we had our meditation with the full moon, and it was wonderful. We focused on the power of transformation because March has been transformation month. And one of the things that we focused on was releasing, letting go, shedding anything that covers up the truth of our authentic selves. So it's time to be our authentic selves. So we focused on that. We turned over that mask, that persona to the full moon energy, and the full moon took it, transformed it, and was like, be you. Be who you truly are. So thank you to everyone who joined me last night for meditation with the full moon. It was wonderful. And you could watch the replay. Just go to I Am Rev Melissa. YouTube is probably the easiest way to find it, and do the practice, a full spiritual practice. Last week, we wrapped up our nutrition series. So I hope the questions that I posed last week are still resonating. You're still using the questions to guide you throughout the day. Main question is, what are you feeding your mind? What are you feeding yourself, right? Is it nutritious? Is it nourishing? Is it in alignment with your quality, right? So, just because the series is over doesn't mean the work is over, right? We continue to make progress, right? The progress is what we are going for because practice makes progress. Practice makes progress. So this morning I was thinking about what the new series would be. And, I was like, what's most present for me right now? And I have to tell y'all, what is most present for me right now is time. It's time. And it got more urgent for me after reading the chapter in The Big Leap about Einstein time. So there's a chapter in the book, The Big Leap, which is our book study book that we wrap up today. So shout out to everyone who's in the book study, The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks, which has been amazing. And I just want to shout out Eugene Holden, who has been facilitating the book study for us, and it's been dynamic. And so there's a chapter called Creating Time for the Full Expression of Your Genius. And it talks about Newton time, Newtonian time, and Einstein time, right? And it has, I'm telling you, it has blown my mind. Like, I have to read it. This will be my third time reading this chapter because I really want to take it in. So this has been the most present thing for me is the notion of time and how I hold it, because I tend to hold time as not enough. There's not enough time in the day for all the things that I desire to do. And that's not a good relationship to have with time, right? So I've been sitting with this. And so this morning, I'm on the phone with my prayer partner, and I had a stack of my notes that I use for SIP on my desk. And a card fell out, right? And so one card, I knew it was for her. There was a message on the back of the card that I'd written, who knows when, but it directly had to do with what she was talking about. So I knew that was a message for her. So I shared that with her. And we did what we did. I hung up, and then I was still like sitting there thinking about what did I want to talk about for the new series. So then intuition said, just pick something from that stack of cards. And I was like, I'm not going to do a repeat of a sip. And then its intuition said, no, 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 just pick something out of that stack of cards. So I do, right? And this is the card that I picked. Now, it's a card that has my notes for Joy News when I do Joy News. And this was on August 2nd, August 17th, 2021. Okay. August 17th, 2021. So a couple of years ago, I picked this card, I turn it over because sometimes I scribble notes on the back, just random things, right? This is what the note is on the back of this card: order and harmony. And then I wrote, just knowing there is enough time. And then I have this affirmation: I have enough time. I said, what? Now, at this point, I should not be surprised when these things happen, right? It's just synchronicity, it's God winking, it's intuition. it is just a nod from the universe, right? That yes, this is the direction for you to go. So just knowing there is enough time. So our series this week is time. It is time. So, of course, I went to the dictionary to look up the word time, and I was surprised by some of the definitions that were listed. I'm going to share two with you. The indefinite continued progress of existence and events in the past, present, and future regarded as whole. Now, let that if that's not a metaphysical definition, I was surprised by this. The indefinite continued progress of existence and events in the past, present, and future regarded as whole. Regarded as a whole. All right, so that's one. Let that sink in. Second definition, a non-spatial continuum that is measured in terms of events which succeed one after one another from past through present to future. A non-spatial continuum that is measured in terms of events which succeed one another from past through present to future. So I said, okay, these words, I need to break them down a little bit more. So I was struck by, in the first definition, the indefinite, right? Indefinite. And then in the second definition, I was struck by non-spatial continuum. So the origin of the word indefinite is not defined, not set within limits. Now, I know for me, I don't hold time as not defined and not set within limits. I often feel that my time is limited. Am I the only one? I oftentimes feel that my time is limited, and it is definitely not indefinite. It's definitely definite. I have a definite amount of time to get such and such done, right? This is how I've been holding time. And what has blown my mind is that chapter in the book, The Big Leap, about Einstein time, because Einstein time is talking about this, how it is not defined. And I know, believe y'all, I know time is a construct. I know this, right? I know this. However, I'm just sharing that this has been my challenge. Do I want to say challenge? My relationship. That's probably more like it. My relationship with time has been, it's not enough of it. It's definitely definite, right? So, non-spatial continuum. When I look that up, it means the continuance of events in time is the duration. So time is the unlimited duration. What? Time is unlimited duration, right? Okay. So let me pause there and let me just check in, because I'm feeling like I'm the only one having this experience with time. So let me just see. All right, Shay. Shay said, I used to believe that, but not anymore. Yes, Shay, that is the direction that I am going in. And I believe that. I do. But there is something that shows up in how I relate to time that clearly is evident to me that it's not all cleared out for me. It has not completely made its transformation. Let me see, Linda. Time is perfect for me too. Within the last week, I did a deep dig into the concept of time too. Synchronicity in action. I love that, Linda. I knew I wasn't out here all by myself. And Shay, time is not linear. It's stacked and indefinite. Shay is hitting it on the nail right now. It's a scarcity issue. Woo! Yes, it is, Shay. Yes, it is. I do regard, let me be very conscious of my words. Up until now, I have regarded time as scarce, as not enough, right? Now, it doesn't resonate for me that translates to I am not enough, because I don't believe that, because I know I'm enough. I know I am worthy, all of the things, right? I feel like that aspect of who I am has been transformed. However, I think the next level, the next layer for me to peel back is anything within me that believes that I don't have enough time to be all that I am here to be, that I don't have enough time in the day to be the full expression of all that I am, right? So, when I looked up the origin of time, the word that time comes from, the origin of it is tide, Tide. I said, what? Tide? Tide, the inflow, outflow, or current of water at any given place resulting from the waves of tides. So the inflow, outflow, current. So, that got me so excited because I was like, I can hold time as an inflow and an outflow. That it's just a current that inflows and outflows, right? And that felt really yummy for me. That felt really, really yummy for me. So this is where we're going this week and maybe next week as I take a deeper dive into time and my relationship and hopefully your relationship with time, and we could learn from each other. So Bonnie shared, I'm going to get my will done today because one day it will end. Okay, Bonnie, yes, get that work done. Yes, it's important to have our our work in order, our life in order, and that's part of it. All right, Bonnie. As I get chronologically older, it feels like time moves faster and faster. You know what, Linda? I think many of us can relate to that. And what is surprising to me about that statement, because I remember when I was a kid, it felt like time moved so slow, right? I couldn't wait for Christmas, right? Why is it taking so long? I couldn't wait for school to be over. Why is it taking so long? I couldn't wait for my birthday. Why is it taking so long, right? It seemed like time just moved so slow when I was a kid. But let me tell you something. My girls and their friends feel the same way, that time is moving fast. So the children are now feeling that time is moving fast. So what does that say about what's happening in our world, right? That now teenagers, let me say teenagers, are feeling that time is moving really fast for them also. There's something there, y'all, about the way that we're living today. And let me see, Shay said, this is one of my favorite subjects. Time is infinite as God is. There are plenty of lifetimes to do everything God will have us do. Amen. Amen, Shay. Yes. Yes, I received that. Oh my goodness, I received that. Yes, God is infinite and so is time. And I have enough time to do everything that I am here to do. Yeah, that's the bottom line. But we're going to unpack this, y'all. We're going to unpack this. I'm so excited about this. Oh, happy birthday. Today is someone's birthday. It says Facebook user 55. All right. I know that's right. Happy birthday. Let me know who that is, whose birthday is today, because your name doesn't show up on my screen. So, Facebook user, today is your birthday, 55. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you. And happy birthday to all the Aries out there. I know Linda's an Aries, so happy birthday to Linda. I gave a shout out last night in Meditation with the Moon to all the Aries because my mama's one also, and so is my aunt, who's her twin sister, and my sister. And yeah. All right. All right. So let us pause here. We'll pick up time tomorrow and let's get into some joy news. So I mentioned last night we had our meditation with the full moon. It was fabulous. Mark your calendars for the next one, which will be April 23rd at 8:30 p.m. And of course, I will remind you. I also mentioned that tonight is our last night for our special community cafe, which has been a book study. So we wrapped that up tonight. It was wonderful. We did the whole month of March, the whole month of February and March, and then starting in April next week, y'all, we will return to our normal programming of the community cafe, and I will be leading a visioning next Wednesday. So next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be doing a full life visioning process based on the work by Michael Bernard Beckwith. So please join me for that. If you're interested, we'll go to rocklandcsl.org. Just click on Community Cafe and the Zoom link is there. All right? All right. So let's stay here with Rockland for a moment. This weekend, Sunday, we wrap up March, our transformation month. This Sunday is Easter Sunday, and we have a special guest speaker at Rockland CSL. My brother, I went through practitioner training with him. We went to the same seminary, Reverend Patrick Keelman. He is amazing. So he will be bringing the word this Sunday for Easter. And the message is rise up. We could get with that. Rise up. So please join us at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time is virtual, and can go to rocklandcsl.org, click on Sunday service, and the Zoom link is there. You can also watch the live stream on Facebook. I am the I am the senior minister, spiritual director at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, for those of you who may not know. Also on Sunday, you have the option of checking out the other SIP, which is Sunday in Praise. Let me throw up that banner. Sunday in Praise, the other SIP. And I will be sharing my inspirational talk that I gave this past Sunday at Rockland CSL, which was funky, good time, based on the energy of James Brown and how it relates to our giving of our gifts and the deepening of the gift, right? So we think we give our gifts, but there's so much more of the gift to give. And so I've been using the book, The Dream Giver by Bruce Wilkinson, to guide us through our month of transformation. So I hope that you will either join me at service or check out Sunday in Praise, funky good time message. So that is Sunday. Please save the date. August 6th is my anniversary of the very first live that I did on Facebook on April 6th, 2020. So I will be celebrating. April's like joy month for me. It's my yes month. It's the month that I said yes. So our theme, oh, that's interesting. Our theme at Rockland CSL for the month of April is yes. I'm just kidding that I did that, is yes. And I would like for you all to participate by sending me suggestions for SIP series. So some of you sent me some on Friday, and I'm just keeping a list. And April may be the month that I do series based on your recommendations. So it could just be a word. You know how I do. One word. This week is time. One word that you are curious about, that you would like for Rev Melissa to unpack a little bit, a word that you wanted me to put my Rev Melissa sprinkle on, you know? So put it in the comments. You can send me direct messages if something comes to mind. And I want to have a list by Friday, because next week is April. Okay. So let that percolate and see what comes up for you. All right. So I also want to wrap up by just reminding everybody to support the Congregation of Joy. And in the Congregation of Joy, we know it is my soul brother, Sekou Wrights, who has a show on Monday through Fridays, 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time. So please check out Sekou on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn, and also on New Thought Media Network. And also check out my soul sister, Fee King, on the Fee King Show. And I have to upload the flyer for Fee. But Fee is on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That means today at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. You could check her out on her pages on Instagram and Facebook, The Fee King Show. And Fee King is your go to fitness girl, and she will get your body right and your mind right. So please check out Fee. She's doing 5-day fitness challenges every week. So she's in one right now, and then she's starting a new one next week on Monday, I believe. So please check that out. Follow Fee King if you're not following her already. All right. I think that is all the joy news that I have to share with you. I see you, Shay. Radical acceptance. Ah, that's a good one, Fee. All right. I'm going to add that to the list. Going to add that to the list. All right. So just keep them coming. Just keep them coming. And if you're watching the replay, just put it in and I will see the comments. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We will continue with our. Oh, I didn't do a banner. Let's put that banner in. Let's do a banner for time. Okay. My computer's acting weird. So we'll do that later. So we'll continue time tomorrow. Peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.